Hello everyone to this video. So it is 9th of January and it's so freaking cold, but I thought it's high time I start acting on my resolutions. So one of the biggest challenges that I've had over the years, like I think for the past 4-5 years, is the fact that I used to love reading so much and I just entirely stopped. It has come to a point where I don't read more than like 2 books in a year, and last year it was even worse. I heard a lot of audiobooks, but I just stopped reading altogether. And I don't even know at this point where my Kindle is, and it used to be something that I would carry with me all the time. It would be under my pillow or it would be in my bag. It would always be like within my arm's reach. That is definitely something I really miss, having like a very good productive hobby. The problem is like screens in our life take up so much of our time, and it's like so easy to be entertained by them because there's literally no effort in just opening up a YouTube video and just watching it, or having something play in the background while you're just doing your chores. I hate that digital media has completely replaced books, and the fact that it's very rare to find people who read anymore. Like I meet so many people and everyone is like, my hobbies include binge watching Netflix or movies or anything other than reading, and most people don't even have the patience for reading. They don't understand why people enjoy reading, and I totally know why I used to enjoy reading. So this year for 2025 I made this resolution that I'm going to pick up reading again, and obviously I don't want to set like a very impossible target, something which is like aiming too high and then I'm not able to like even come close to it. So the plan of action to start getting into reading again is that I pick at least 1 book a month, which is like, I'm ashamed to admit that this is the bar that I've set for myself, but reading 1 book a month is much better than reading 2 books a year, right? I really can't believe I'm the same person who used to read like 2 to 3 books a week. So for this month, I'm picking a book, which is this one, What You're Looking For Is in the Library. So this was gifted to me by a friend last year for my birthday, and my birthday is in March. So it's almost a year since I've had this book, and I've always like thought that I'll read it now. I even told my friend so many times that yeah, I've picked up the book, I'm going to start reading it, and then it just never happened. So this time, seriously, I'm going to start reading this from today, like right now, right this very moment. What I would love is that if anyone who's watching this video also feels inspired to read a book, if you like reading, then you also pick up a book and you try to complete it in the month of January, because I know people who like to read. Some of them are also struggling like me, not being able to finish a book because of work and like so much happening in their life. So I just want everyone to read at least 1 book a month, and I want to like document this journey every month where I pick up a book and I talk about it, how I think about the book, what would I rate it. I will try to discuss what I liked about the book, what I did not like about the book, and what could be improved. And I hope like I'm able to keep up to my promise, because yeah, I definitely love to read so much and I would love to continue reading. As for this book, I have no idea what this book is about. It was gifted to me. I was told that I would like this book, but I have a very like particular taste about the kind of things I like, so I cannot say for sure, but it's a good thing. Like I'm starting off with a out of my comfort zone or something I don't know about kind of a book. So even like behind the book where you know you're supposed to get the plot, it's only library. What a nice sounding word, so comforting. I feel like I'm a student again. Library, am I allowed to borrow books? That's all. That's all there is. It's shortlisted for Japan Booksellers Award. So this is apparently a Japanese book. The author is also Michiko Aoyama. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. Yeah, it's a translated version by Alison Watts, and yeah, it's the Japanese bestseller, it says. So I'm just gonna give it a try, and I'm gonna talk about what I like or dislike about this book, and if it is my type or not. I'm mostly a fiction person, so I find it really hard to like books which are non-fiction, and I don't know anything about this one, if it's gonna be fiction or not, so we'll figure that out. But yes, I'm gonna start reading right now, and I'll update you guys when I'm done completely with the book, talking about everything, how I liked it, how I did, and leave a review. You can also pick it up based on my reviews if you want, but I would love if you take this challenge with me and try reading books together. Okay guys, so today is the 13th of January. Happy Lori, by the way. So I've been reading continuously for the past 5 days, I guess. So I spent like 30 minutes every day trying to read, and my hair is all funny looking. I don't look so funny in the mirror, but yeah, it's always going to be a struggle between the camera and the mirror. I completed this book. What You're Looking For is in the library way too early. I thought I'm gonna take like my sweet time, 10-15 days reading this, but it's actually quite a small book. It's just like 200 something pages, 260, 50, something like that. And it was a great read. I don't usually read books like these, so it's quite different from my reading style. So I'm just gonna talk about what worked for me and what did not work for me in this book. Okay, I'm just gonna open up my hair. I look funny. So what worked for me is the fact that some of these stories were very like inspirational in a way, because there's like different themes. So the whole book is like a collection of short stories with one key that holds everything together, and that is the fact that there's this one library where everyone goes and the librarian refers a book to them which changes their life completely. I'm telling this in a very bad way. What worked for me here is the fact that some of the stories were actually quite inspirational and relatable to me and very wholesome and everything. So yeah, definitely like that part. But what didn't work for me was the fact that they got a little repetitive. Like the first 2-3 stories were like fine, but after that the theme became like very obvious. So no matter what the story was or like the character was, I knew that it's all gonna tie up together in the same way. So it got a little repetitive for me, but at the same time it's fine. Like I get that was the central point of the book, so they tried to keep it around it. Yeah, it got a little repetitive for me for like after half the book was done. Also, I don't really tend to read such wholesome and not story heavy books, so since it had like a common theme, and the theme I can literally explain it in less than 2 minutes, but I don't want to do that here because I don't want to spoil the story for any one of you out there. So yeah, it was not very like story heavy, so it did not leave that impact on me like the way I like the novels to hit. That was the only thing missing for me, but I get it. It's a different kind of a book. It is not like a proper fiction story heavy book, which is fine. So yeah, I would recommend reading this kind of a book, and I personally would have never purchased it if I had to purchase it from my own choice, but I respect it and I really appreciate it, my friend giving it to me, and I would rate it a solid maybe a 6.5 out of 10 if you are the kind of person who's like into non-fiction and a little bit of fiction and like wants inspiring stuff. This might be the book for you. It wasn't for me because I'm not a non-fiction reader at all. Okay, so it's the 18th of January now, and I am picking a new book for this month. The Wedding People. So it's supposed to be a funny book, The Wedding People by Alison S. Patch. It's supposed to be a funny book, but I don't have a lot of experience reading the comedy genre, so I'm not sure what it's gonna be like, but the reviews are like too good on Goodreads. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a try and we'll review it in the next video. For those who are taking this challenge with me, do comment down below what books you picked up, any suggestions for me to read in the coming months, or if you read any of the books that I suggested, do you like them? I'd love to know your thoughts. Like, comment and share so that we can develop this habit of reading together, because I really enjoyed reading the last book and just feeling like I got in touch with my reading side in itself felt very special. So can't wait to read this one and review it for you in the next video. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.